facilities manager. I do some of the repairs here at the church.
Over the last few years, I have kind of not done as much of the actual work part and more managing part of the job.
The other thing I do, and I really love doing, is working with the His ministry. Hands in Service is what it's called, and we've been doing that for 7 years. We've served about 500 people so far, and I just really enjoy meeting people's needs in practical ways. We help them fix faucets at their houses. We've built ramps for them to get into their houses with wheelchairs, do yard work, we help move, tons of jobs, and it's a great team to work with.
Over the past 25 years, I've had the opportunity to see Ted in action and get to know him in a variety of different ways. He just loves helping people. And on an informal basis, I kept hearing these stories about all sorts of people, about Ted in their kitchen late at night fixing a leaky pipe, to helping them work on a lawnmower, other kinds of home projects. Ted is always willing to lend a hand to help people in practical ways. So gift of service is something that Ted has.
I live alone and I'm very limited income, so when I have things go wrong, I just let them accumulate. So the last time I called, I had 5 things that had gone wrong, and Ted sent out 3 guys, and within a couple of hours they fixed everything. Financially, it was huge for me.
More recently, I'd say over the last couple of years, God's been stirring in a different way in Ted that's led up to this time for another change for him. One of the great things about Ted is Ted wants to follow the Lord and do whatever God calls him to do. So Ted's been asking the question again, is there something more that I could be doing or I should be doing?
I didn't think that being the facility manager for the rest of my life was where God wanted me. And so I was kind of questioning, is this it for me? And then Dave came on and just talked about, what is next for Ted? And I told him how I enjoy serving people and meeting people's needs, and I love serving on His ministry, and it kind of just went on from there, and we kind of brainstormed a little bit and came up with this.
Ted's new role is really a new way of approaching the role he's always had. But now we're just expanding that role, and we're making it more of a shepherding, doing those things, as opposed to just tasks that Ted has to get done. People love him, they trust him, they follow him, and he wants to explore how to use those gifts more and more to empower people to do the work of the ministry, which is actually the biblical definition of a pastor, which is kind of how we come to this place of saying, we really feel like Ted's earned the right to explore a pastoral role here at CMPC.
I think the role is a real good fit for Ted. I can see it in his eyes just kind of light up when he sees his projects that we're working on. When you tell him what we did and what we accomplished, like I said, his eyes just kind of light up and he glows, and you can see that he's providing this good ministry for God out there.
Ted has been serving people in the capacity of a pastor for as long as I've known him. I mean, because he reaches out to a specific group of people, those in need, and it's just obvious that he has a care and a heart for people.
We're really focused on relational gifts and people that are good person on person, but we miss a whole segment of the population that has a different set of gifts, and I would just love to see Ted using his relational gifts, but also his gifts with his hands to oversee people and facilitate them using those skills and gifts for Christ.
I am nervous, I'm excited. It's obviously something new, but it's really actually helped me look at myself and say, okay, I'm going to be a pastor now. People are going to look at me a little bit differently. Am I doing the things that a spiritual leader would be doing? And it's kind of helped me kind of just bring myself to a different place.